things. You know that I just hit record and I have no idea how the fuck I'm gonna start this video. So I guess welcome back to me documenting my journey to 100k months with my online consulting business, online coaching consulting business. I have no idea. The other thing is I don't sound check. Like I literally record this out of Loom. You can see this little left thing here. Record this out of Loom. I don't check it. I don't rewatch it. I literally save it, put it on YouTube, put a title, schedule it, legit. The other videos though, those are more scripted and more educational. But today, what's today? Well, today's Friday, and well, recording it on Friday. You're probably watching this on a Saturday, but recording this on Friday. I had a couple really interesting conversations today. One with a friend of mine who is a coach, and he helps people with study habits here in Colombia, and he helps them pass like the residency test, which is very hard. Like if you're a doctor, you're probably not a doctor if you're watching this, but whatever, it's a hard thing. But he's successful. He's helped hundreds of people. I think he's in his program, he has like 200 people, and we jumped on Zoom today. He needed help with some stuff, and I coach coaches. So I told him in a call, like selfishly, like me jumping on a call with him is good because I get to practice my coaching skills when it comes to coaching in soft skills like mindset and stuff like that, not so much like the business side of things. Nonetheless, the guy has like 200 people in his program, which is fucking incredible. Like I'm gonna get there eventually. I'm not there yet, but that's amazing. Like that's a incredible number. So a couple things I want to touch on that because I did my notes here. Let me see. Yeah, my question for today is, are you worthy of your vision? If you're an entrepreneur, you're watching this, you're probably an entrepreneur, you 100% have a vision, right? And what he was telling me is that he doesn't feel worthy of reaching a certain number. So I try to make sure he switch that mindset. So, and if you like legitimately, like you, I'm talking to you, you watching this right now, not my friend, but you watching this. If you have a vision, right? So again, I keep saying this. I tell you, everyone's honking here. It's fucking annoying. That right there, that's my vision board. Every time I see it, every time I look at it, every time I watch it, it feels like I'm so close on getting it. I'm so close. I will never not feel worthy of getting, like once I get those things, I probably won't celebrate. I probably will be like, finally, I got it. Like legit, because I've already implanted that shit in my head so much that it's like, I know I'm gonna get it. It's a matter of time. It's inevitable. Again, but so same with you. So if you have a vision, if you have this sort of like thing in your heart that you've thought of and you've been working hard on something for so long, own that shit, dude. Like you are worthy of it. You just have to work to get there. And this is also a reminder to myself, like I just have to work to get there. So I basically told him, dude, like how many people are in your program? How many people have you fucking helped? Like hundreds of people. You're worthy of it. Like if anyone else is worth of achieving that, it's you. Like you've been doing it. You care for people, right? So, and this came through because some of the people in his program failed a test, which is 100% normal. So his thing was like, I gotta have extreme ownership, right? And extreme ownership is really good. And this is also relationship advice. You have to own your fucking mistakes, 100%. But there's a very thin line between extreme ownership and self-sabotage. One thing is you being a softy piece of shit and saying, oh, it's all my fault, my bad, sorry. That's being a softy piece of shit. Extreme ownership is saying, this is where I went wrong, this is how I'm gonna fix it. But you also have to have extreme ownership and absolute clarity, like absolute transparency. Okay, so like in relationships as well, if you mess it up, you say that you mess it up, but you make something to fix it. If you don't fix it, it's because you want to mess it up and you want to sabotage things. When it comes to business, you have to be ownership. You have to take ownership of wrongdoings, but you have to have absolute transparency of where things went wrong, so you're not self-sabotaging. Does that make sense? Like, don't hit yourself too hard. Make decisions based on data and absolute things that happen. Don't just create narratives in your head. That's basically what I told him. And when it comes to business and when it comes to everything, dude, especially in this industry where I'm coaching people, something that a mentor told me was this: you can't own everyone's success and you can't own everyone's mistakes. Typo. Mistakes. What that means is you can't own it every time somebody gets a win because they did other stuff other than just your program 100%. At the same time, and the different side of the coin, whatever, is you can't own everyone's mistakes. Some people will fail, and there's a lot of different things and factors that happen in life for which why that person fell short, right? And again, that comes with extreme ownership. So if that other person failed and they told you, I did this wrong and I'm gonna do this differently next time, that's awesome. That's extreme ownership, but with absolute transparency, right? So with that being said, and dude, this is so important in relationships, and I didn't understand this up until like my last relationship, which I'm not in anymore. But it's like I owned my mistakes, and I knew coming into that relationship back then that I was gonna be the best version of myself, up until of the knowledge I had. So that's a different story. But then again, like, you have to own your mistakes, but you have to also own what you're doing after to fix those mistakes. So my friend, he knows exactly what he's going to do. It wasn't his fault that some of his students fell short, but because he's a good guy, he cares for these people. Again, in my business specifically, I fell short for a client. Now I have to know. Now I know exactly what I need to do to make sure they succeed as well, right? There's always going to be a percentage of failure, which is normal, dude. Like, it's normal. Like, if you're in this business, whatever business that you're in, maybe you're selling fucking cupcakes, dude. Maybe you're selling some sort of service. Maybe you're e-com. Maybe you're doing Shopify stores. You're gonna get people who ask for a refund, ask for a return. You're gonna get people who say, dude, you're not delivering your services. I'm upset. There's always going to be a percentage of failure. You either learn or you get stuck and get sad and cry. And so if that's the case, don't be a fucking entrepreneur, honestly. So there's always be a percentage of failure. And yeah, it's not always easy. It's not easy. Like, being an entrepreneur is not easy. And if it were easy, everyone would be a fucking entrepreneur. Everyone would be it. It's not easy. So if you don't feel overwhelmed, if you don't feel stressed, if you don't feel guilty, if you're not doubting yourself, then you're not growing. Our brain wants to keep us safe, and to that I say fuck safety, because you have to go to a different level, and in order to get to that different level, you're gonna live things that are completely new. You're gonna feel like you don't belong, and that's completely normal, and that's something I'm still trying to live with. I'm new in this game, like I told you in the other videos. I started this entrepreneurship shit late as fuck, bro. Late as fuck, because I was on a different journey. Different journey, okay? Like, I was on the corporate journey, legitimately, because I needed something. Different story for a different day. But new levels, new devils. And you have to be willing to fight that, okay? So, let me say this first, and I'll show you something. You can't pray for something you've never gotten and complain about what it comes with. It's literally a balance, okay? Let me draw something real quick. So hopefully this works. I was testing this out before I recorded. But you can't pray for something, you can't manifest something, you can't ask for something, and then complain about the things it comes with. It's a balance game, dude. Like, if you're just making 2K a month, and you want 10K, well, that extra 8K comes with hurdles, comes with confusion, comes with shit you've never experienced before, because you've been doing 2K for a while, 2K, and you want to get to 10K, well, you're gonna have to do things differently, and that's just how the game goes, okay? So let me draw this real quick. I can't remember where I saw this. Yep, obviously it doesn't work now. Can I draw? Can't I fucking draw? Let's do this. Let's try it. There we go. All right, so a little bit less thick. All right, so let's pretend this is a mountain range. Beautiful picture. Fucking love it. And this, my friend, this is you. Little skinny guy. And here you are, and somebody comes to you, and you know what? I'm gonna name this the marshmallow theory. Just make that shit up, just pull it out of my ass. Say you're this guy, okay? You're this guy, and then somebody comes to you, you're in the middle of nowhere, and somebody hands you a delicious, fluffy marshmallow, and you eat it. The guy that gives you that marshmallow says, I just gave you a marshmallow that's poisoned and it's going to kill you in 2 weeks. The good news is the antidote is very easy to find because it's just at the top of this mountain. The antidote. And you will die if you don't get it in 2 weeks. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna cry about it? Are you gonna sit down and complain? What are you gonna do? Bro, like you're gonna climb this mountain. You're gonna do whatever it takes to climb this mountain. And when you get to this mountaintop, you're gonna be happy and you're gonna be like, I'm almost there, but guess what? Here comes a dip. Alright? And see this really steep climb? That's what you gotta do next, man. Because you climbed this, you went down because something bad happened, and now you have to climb it again. And guess what? You're not gonna quit, because if you don't get that antidote, you know exactly what happens. So you climb again, you go up here, you celebrate that small win, but down you go again. You climb, you go down, up again, down again, and when you're here, you look up and you see it's so close. It's so close yet so far away. You finally get here, and you worked your ass off because you had nothing else to do other than work. It's the same with business, same with life. Because all of us, we're looking for that, man. And it comes with ups and downs. But if you really want it bad enough, you gotta be willing to risk it. Well, not risk it, you just gotta fucking work. Alright, I'm gonna speed it up because it's been way too long. I tend to speak a lot if you can. So that was with my friend. We had a really good conversation with that, which was pretty interesting. Now to like life stuff. My friend in the DMs, so like my IG is Goose Vidales, like Goose in Spanish, or Gus. Gus sounds ridiculous. It's Goose, okay? My friend in the DM, she was like, dude, I don't see you as a goose. Like, what? Like, why is that? Like, I don't like it. Like, my previous handle was like a fitness handle. She was like, I don't see you as this. I'm like, dude, like, this goes way back. I didn't realize this, but it goes way back into high school. I had like 2 friends, and they called me Goose. And then in Nashville, when I worked in the agency in Nashville, the people in Nashville called me Goose, like Goose, because it was easy. So it comes from high school and then Nashville. So I was like, hey, it's kind of cool. And it's you can say it in English and Spanish. My name is hard in English, so that's why I opted in for that. And then she's like a professor in Chicago, my friend. And I was like, this is funny because I've been wanting to be a professor. Like and essentially that's what I do. I teach people. But then I also had another friend, and she's a teacher at my previous university. And I've been playing with the idea, dude, once I move to Florida, I've always been saying I want to move to Miami, which I will. But then I want to move back to Tampa, which is where I went to school. And my friend, she's a professor in Tampa, at UT, which is my school, which is funny, University of Tampa. And I've been toying with the idea of teaching kids like digital marketing and stuff. Damn, that makes me sound so old. That's fucking annoying. Oh my god. But she's like, I totally see you as that. I'm essentially am that. Like, I teach my clients stuff, you know. Now, current business struggle, my content. I'm struggling hard with my content. I'm not gonna lie, it sucks posting a reel and getting like 100 people to watch it. Like, I get more interactions on my story. Like, I get 500, 600 people to see my story. My reels, 100 people. And this, my content might suck. I have no idea. I'm gonna keep working on it. I've never been this persistent on my content. So I don't know if it's because it's lax. It's like I'm not being genuine, and it sounds like not like this. I'm like being 100% genuine with. It's like I'm speaking to a friend, which is kind of weird. I'm speaking to a fucking camera. It's odd. Or is it a value thing? So I'm gonna give more value, or is it a messaging thing? I'm not saying that like the right things. Yeah, I'm gonna rush through this. I'm sorry, it's 15 minutes. It's long. Organizational chart. Oh yeah, so I made an organizational chart for my business. For my program, because I'm teaching a client on organizational business and structure, and it made me kind of visualize what my company is going to look like when it gets to 100K a month, which is incredible. Like it got me super excited. Like I'm gonna be the visionary. I'm gonna need a COO, so a chief officer of operations, like an integrator, and then underneath that, I need to get a content manager, like a head of content, head of media. I need that. Like I'm visualizing, I'm going to get a head of content that's going to take care of record this with this hook. This is the thing that you're saying. I need that. Like it's so I don't like, and I don't like it because here's the thing, and I'm leaning on it. It's resistance that I have to lean on towards, because I know once I crack the content side of things, it's game over. My program is so good. It's so good. One of the guys that used to run the biggest Alex Hormoz's holding company, portfolio company, he used to run the client acquisition side of things for that company. He went over my program and he's like, this is fucking incredible. So obviously my program is really good. It gets people a lot of results, and I've been just making it better. So once I crack the attention side of things, so attention leads sales, attention, which is I get through content or ads. Once I crack that thing, it's game over. It's game over. That's why I'm so like, it's a struggle, because once I fix that, it's like, it's done. It's done. So I'm this close. So I'm gonna keep doing it. So that's it. But you have to understand, you have to be aware of where your bottlenecks are. And it's funny because I teach my clients how to find those. So I found mine is this. So for now I have to do mostly everything myself, which is fine. I'm doing everything except I have an editor and I have a head of tech. So I have a software and she helps integrate the software into my clients' businesses, which is awesome. So it's like how to hire. Oh yeah. So quick and easy tip on like how to hire. Essentially think about who is the person you hate the most. Like who would you hate the most, that you would hate to work with that person? The absolute complete opposite is exactly who you want to hire. It's same with a relationship. Who would you hate to date? Exactly the opposite is who you're looking for or who you are attracting. And you have to be that person. You have to be that person first before you're looking for something else. Hopefully that makes sense. And that's it. That's everything. That's today's Friday. It's 6:40. I'm gonna watch hockey. The song of the day is "Carry Me Higher" by the Blessed Madonna, 7-inch version. It's pretty dope. I love that song. But yeah, that's all I got. Super long one today. That's what she said. I'm just gonna cut it here. And I'll see you tomorrow. If you like this, comment down below. Just throw a like. It means the world. I'll keep doing this. Oh, I almost forgot. Hold on. Today's what? May 10th. We'll do this quickly, guys. Oh, this is long. May 10th, don't be inspired, be inspirational. Let us also produce some bold act of our own and join the ranks of the most emulated. It was common in Greek and Roman times, just as it is now, for politicians to pander to the audience. They would lavish effusive praise on the crowd, on their country, on inspiring military victories of the past. How many times have you heard a political candidate say, "This is the greatest country in the world"? As orator Demosthenes pointed out, we will gladly sit for hours to hear a speaker who stands in front of some famous or sacred landmark, praising our ancestors, describing their exploits, and enumerating their trophies. But what does this flattery accomplish? Nothing. Worse, the admiration of shiny accolades distracts us from their pure purpose. Also, as concluded his speech to the Athenian people with words that Seneca would later echo and still resound centuries later. Reflect then, he said, that your ancestors set up those trophies, not that you may gaze at them in wonder, but that you may also imitate the virtues of the men who set them up. The same goes for the quotes in this book and for other inspiring words you might hear. Don't just admire them, use them. follow their example, just as you need to follow the advice I'm giving you in these videos. I'll see you in the next one.